Next tonight, a story about a gay schoolboy called James. He's getting bullied and that's horrible, and even worse, he's scared of what his dad might say if he tells him the truth about his sexuality. James is the creation of a teacher turned writer, Ian Eagleton, and he's the main character of Ian's new book, which is called Glitter Boy. And Ian is in the studio with us. Ian, did I get all that right? Tell us a bit more about James.
Well done. So Glitter Boy is a story of James. He's 11. He loves poetry, dancing, football, and Mariah Carey, of course.
Of course, the more Mariah Carey, the better.
Yes, we love it. He starts to experience homophobic bullying, and the book's really about the impact that has on him, his relationships with his father, and it's really about him, I suppose, coming to terms with his sexuality, standing up for himself, finding some self-belief. Yeah, and it's just a really happy, joyous, lovely story.
Well, no spoilers.
No spoilers.
Well, it's a story that's going to have a lot of resonance with a lot of people, I'm sure. You used to be a teacher yourself, as I mentioned. How much of this story has been inspired by your own experience?
A lot, I think. I mean, I drew on my experiences as a teenager and my experiences of homophobic bullying, but I also drew on my experiences of teaching primary school children and listening to some of the language they were using in the playground and some of the homophobic slurs they were using and things like that. And I know from my experience of teaching, it was something that I had to tackle in the curriculum and the things that I taught the children. And that's why I think LGBTQ+ content in our curriculum is just so important for teaching empathy and diversity.
Now, when I was at school in London, which was a little bit before you were...
Thank you for saying that.
No one that I was at school with was out, and the term gay was often used as a term of abuse. Is it your experience that things have at least improved since then? Or tell me.
Definitely. I mean, I think so. And when I was growing up as well, I always say I grew up under the long shadow of Section 28, which stopped schools, prevented them from talking about homosexuality. So I think so many teachers and schools are doing such a fantastic job now of promoting diversity and inclusion and teaching children about empathy. And just the fact that there's a book like this out there dealing with something like that is quite amazing, really. And I think it's a credit to all the teachers up and down the school and the school librarians who are getting books like this into our children's hands so that they can learn more about the world around them.
Well, and just quickly, it's not just a book for gay children, of course. It's a book for anybody who wants to learn about people with other experiences and other outlooks.
Yeah, I mean, children's books are for everyone. Everyone could do with reading children's books. They're some of the best books and most thoughtfully and carefully written books you can possibly imagine.
Especially this one. Ian,
Thank you.
many thanks. Great to talk to you.
Thank you.